Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom, and here's what is happening. In today's edition of the Brazil Times, we have Dancing with the Terre Haute Stars. Deidre Metzinger is going to be participating this year. You know, we've had other people in the past from Clay County, but Deidre is going to be dancing with the Terre Haute Stars. And she is a graduate of Northview High School, is what I'm trying to say. So you can read all about her story and see a picture of her in today's edition of the Brazil Times. Also on the front page, Ask Softball sponsored a clinic over the weekend on Saturday. They had girls come in from all over the area who wanted to learn how to play softball, and so they had some girls who have been playing varsity softball leading that clinic: Taylor Andrew, Emily Pirelli, and Hope Grange. And you can read about that and how that went, but I know the girls appreciated that, and it's always nice to see youth sports activities, and especially those involving girls. You know, back in my day, we used to have not so much available for girls, but we do now, and that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. I want to remind you, I see some folks have been joining us here. Leila's here, and I want to remind you that you can always post your comments about what's in the news or send them to me. That's at Frank Phillips with 2 L's at gmail.com, frankphillips@gmail.com, and we'll be glad to pass those comments on to you. Or if you post your comments now, we'll try to catch those as they scroll by and pass those on as well. The Brazil Concert Band has announced their program for next Sunday night. It's going to be the Music Men. I thought the first time I read it, it said the Music Man, and I thought, oh, they're going to do all the music from that show, but that's not the case. They are actually featuring the music of Meredith Willson, Elvis Presley, and Frank Loesser. Now, if you don't know who Frank Loesser is, you'll have to read the article, which is in the paper today and also on our website, and find out who Frank Loesser is. I think you'll be surprised to find out what he wrote. All right, and then we open up the Brazil Times, and I always have trouble getting these pages apart. I think my fingers maybe are full of arthritis. That's what good Dr. Houston told me. I'm full of arthritis, and that would explain a lot of things, so I'm sure he's right. Inside we have state news and area news. We've got the obituaries, of course, and let's see here. We have our opinion page, and let's see here. Meandering with Messmer. Linda Messmer asks the question, did Santa and G.C. Murphy have a merger? So we'll have to read what Miss Linda Messmer has to say about that. And in This Week That Year in Clay County, we get in the Wayback Machine and travel to 1953 Clay County, where we find that the Korean War has come to an end, and the first prisoners of war over there were on their way home. And also Russia announced that they have the hydrogen bomb, and that means the United States is not alone in in having the hydrogen bomb. And it wasn't too long after that we started hearing things like there's a Cold War going on. All right, let's check out the kids. Dennis the Menace. Dennis is reading nursery rhymes to Joey, his friend Joey, and he says, see, Joey, poetry is when some of the words sound like some of the other words. Okay? And Bill Keene's Family Circus, Billy sticks his head out from behind the door to his room, and he says, I forgot what you sent me to my room to sit and think about, he tells Mom. Well, you know, I heard this weekend that actually taking a time out is good for adults, too. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I think we should all have a timeout. As far as that goes, I think we all ought to have an hour's nap every afternoon, too. What do you think? Yeah, that's not going to happen. Hey, our sports editor is back. Kerry Fox has been on vacation, and congratulations to him as he has gotten engaged over his vacation. And we're happy for he and his fiancée. But in sports, he says Lincoln Park Speedway played host to a supersized slate of racing on Saturday night with a full card of racing as well as 3 makeup features from a rainout on July 22nd. And he tells us all about that on the sports page today. Let's see here. What else do we have going on? Well, we have an in-depth story from the Associated Press. You might have heard that Mike Pence did not take kindly over the weekend to reports that he was going to run for president in 2020. And we have an in-depth report about what he had to say about that and what was going on with that, so you can check that out. Also, the Clay County Planner is on page 8 today, as well as being on our website. And it's always amazing to me. People say there's nothing going on in Clay County, nothing to do. And yet we have this planner every week. And it tells us a lot of things to do. And let's see here on page A9 of our 2-section paper. We have 2 sections today. President Donald Trump's hands-on messaging carries risks. And the AP has another in-depth report about what his hands-on messaging as far as dictating press releases and tweeting goes. So you can read about that. Al Jazeera is Qatar's flagship network. And Israel says it plans to ban Al Jazeera. So much for the freedom of the press, right? Hey, did you know Al Jazeera has reported news from the United States? And I'm not just talking about Washington. Al Jazeera also, I am told, was in Crawfordsville and reported on the fact that they have 2 daily newspapers there, which is really, really, really unusual. Well, they used to be daily. I guess both of them are less than daily now. And so our friend Sam Glover's on the back page of the A section. You can check him out, see what's going on with Sam. You know, Sam's the one that's in charge of the special music, the entertainment at Rotary every year, and he does a great job. But he also has a day job, and you can find out what that was about in today's edition of the Brazil Times. Let's see here. We also have, as I said, a B section. So when you pick up the paper today, don't just neglect the B section. On page 1, there's a full-page advertisement, which is very important, and we appreciate that. But if you open it up, there's some more news inside the B section. And it says that the Prairie Home Companion host, Garrison Keeler, is busy as he ages near 75. And so those of us who are getting to our upper years of middle age can appreciate what he has to say. But anyway, let's see. We also have a column, I guess you'd call it a column from the Associated Press. Not real news, a look at what didn't happen last week, a roundup of some of the most popular but completely untrue headlines of last week. None of these stories are legit, even though they were shared widely on social media. The Associated Press checked these out, and here are the real facts. Hey, that could be fun. I'm going to go back and look at that. I think our president is right when he says there's fake news, but it's not coming from the national media. It's coming from Facebook. Shh. Don't tell them I said that. They might make me quit doing this. But anyway, we also have some more Clay County 4-H fair results. Poultry results are in. And we share those with you in our B section today. And congratulations to Mildred Rittinghouse. She's going to celebrate her 100th birthday between 1 and 3 p.m. on Sunday, August 15th at Ebenezer Church. And that's east of County Road 1350 North. Congratulations to Mildred. I would imagine on my 100th birthday, I'll be showing up for work and talking to you on Facebook. We wouldn't be a bit surprised. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. And congratulations to Min Tong. He has been named to the Dean's List at the Indiana University School of Informatics and Computing for spring 2017 in recognition of his outstanding academic achievement. Hey, we also have the county commissioners. Clay County commissioners are meeting this morning at 9 o'clock. We'll be there. Also got a call from Linda Rowe this morning, and the people who are on the Veterans Memorial Committee are meeting with Mayor Brian Wyndham this morning. She said she'd let us know how that goes. And I have to tell you, I got a new computer. I got a new computer for my birthday over the weekend. And it's one of those Chromebooks. And that's why I'm mentioning it, because for so long I thought, well, those Chromebooks, they're not anything. But you know what? It's been amazing to me what you can do with a Chromebook. And the neatest thing about it is that because all of the apps and everything is on the web, not local, you never have to worry about viruses. So I think that's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to doing some more with that. I did some serious writing over the weekend using it, and keyboard's great. Just had a great time. I'm not going to tell you which brand it was because that would be an advertisement, but the Chromebook, pretty neat, pretty neat. Hey, I appreciate Chad being with us today. Happy Monday to you too, and Helen and Jane, and my gosh, all these people are coming by to say hi, and we sure appreciate it. I'm Frank Phillips in the Brazil Times newsroom. I'll be perfectly frank with you if you can be perfect with me. We'll see you later.